up straight. And move yourself a little bit, feeling your tailbone, making sure your spine is really straight. And close your eyes, bring your hands on top of the knees, palms down. We're going to align the energetic centers first before we do anything. So please just sit up straight, take a deep inhale, and exhale to the mouth. Just let go of all the stuff that doesn't serve you. Again, take a deep inhale, and exhale to the mouth. Excellent. Now we're going to start to align the energetic centers. Again, please make sure your spine is straight. And just to make sure it is, bring the shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Good. Try to keep this posture throughout the breathing, okay? Because we're going to really clear your energetic centers as much as possible. Or you're going to clear your energetic centers as much as possible. So now take a deep inhale. And this time you're going to inflate the stomach. Hold the breath and tighten the sphincter muscle only. Just tighten, hold, tighten, hold, hold. We're going to hold it for a little longer. Hold, hold, hold. Now exhale to the mouth, continue to tighten number one. And just exhale as much as you can. Good. And at the end of the exhale, you're just going to come back to center, so just relax your stomach. Good. Now we're going to do it again. You're going to inhale, inflate the stomach. Hold the breath, tighten the sphincter in the pubic area. Hold it there, hold it there, hold it, hold it, hold it. Just continue to hold it for a few more seconds. Notice what's happening. Now exhale to the mouth. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine. And exhale, 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 as much as you can. All the dissonance, all the incoherence, all the imbalances that causes your brain to work differently. Good. Slowly come back to center. We're going to go up to this third chakra. So we're going to inhale again. Inflate the stomach. But this time you're going to inhale. Continue to inhale, inhale, inhale. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together because you're going to fill up the chest. This is that diaphragmatic breath. Good. Hold the breath. Tighten the sphincter in the pubic area. Hold it there. 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 Now, exhale to the mouth. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine and exhale, 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 exhale. Tighten number one and number two. Exhale, 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 exhale. Until you can't exhale any longer, then you're going to come back to center. Good. Just notice what's happening to you. You're going to move to the heart. Again, we're going to do a diaphragmatic breath. So you're going to inhale, inflate the stomach as much as possible. Continue to inhale, 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 all the way up to the top of the chest. Hold the breath. Now tighten the sphincter in the pubic area. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together. Good. Stay there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Notice. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it there. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Now exhale to the mouth. Tighten number one and number two and continue to bring the belly button to the back of the spine. Keep the shoulder blades slightly together. Exhale, 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 exhale. Until you can't exhale any longer, then you come back to center. Good. Notice what's happening to your consciousness, to your thoughts, to your feelings, to your emotions. Good. Moving up to the fifth chakra, your throat. Again, you're going to take a deep inhale, so you're going to inflate the belly again, all the way up. Hold the breath. Tighten number one and number two. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together. Now, tighten the back molars, all the way back. Back teeth, tighten that, and pucker the lips, like if you were sucking on a straw. Hold it there, squeeze, hold, squeeze, 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 hold it, hold it, hold it. This is the fifth chakra. That's your truth. Hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold that, hold it a little more. Exhale to the mouth. Good. Exhale, 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 exhale. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine. Continue to exhale as much as you can. Good. At the end, you're going to come back to center. Notice. Now, this is the last one. Feel your tailbone, bring your shoulder blades slightly together, just spine straight. Now take a deep inhale, inflate the stomach as much as you can so that the upper chest gets inflated as well. Hold the breath, tighten the sphincter in the pubic area, bring the shoulder blades slightly together, tighten the back molars, pocket the lips and close the eyes. Squeeze the eyes, squeeze the spine inside of you. Squeeze like you're wringing your spine. Squeeze, 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 and let it go. Let it go, 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 let it go. Hold the breath. Let it go some more. Now take a deep inhale. Inflate the belly as much as you can, all the way up to the chest. And you're going to sustain the breath. Sustain it as much as you can. Allow that fresh breath to penetrate every cell, every molecule, every electron, every nanomolecule. And slowly, when you're ready, exhale through the nose. Only when you're ready. And stay there. Slowly open your eyes. Good afternoon. You're here now, right? Great. Welcome to our 8th, is it 8th? No, the 9th. Oh my gosh. Moving right along. And welcome. Good afternoon. And this code is really a powerful code of what we're going to do, that we're going to continue to awaken. As you were, all of you were here yesterday, we were talking about neutrality, keeping our neutrality. Today, I'm going to give you a tool to help you do that, okay? And so that's what we're doing. The neutrality, as we talked about yesterday, is associated with the ego. Keeping the ego at bay, understanding that you have certain attachments, and it's okay. It's okay to have these attachments, but then you start to let go of these attachments, and that's the grieving process, okay? We all have grieving processes like that. You used to have this beautiful, say, beautiful dress, okay? You really like it, and then the dress got damaged and you became really depressed. Now that is going to, the dress got damaged, you're disappointed about it, but then you let it go. And that's the grieving part that I'm talking about. And I'm just saying the dress, but anything that you got hurt by, a person, all right, that really hurt your feelings and really caused you to be sad. And it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be upset, but not to stay there. And that's the grieving part. It's okay to accept that, oh my God, it really pissed me off, that kind of thing. It's okay to have those feelings because they're here. So we're not about to hide the feelings. We are allowed to let them come up, be grateful for those things that come up, and then let them go. That was the neutrality yesterday. What we're going to do today is continue to work that part of the ego, all right? And that's usually, we call it the, what is called the ego human self, because we were in the human form, in a way ego based, and we're moving into human being, all right? And the human being is the light that we are. So we're leaving behind the ego base and moving for the ego human, and we move into that human being, the light within, all right? So what does that mean for all of us, particularly with our loved ones and our families and our friends and all these people around us that may not have been very nice to us, and is creating that neutrality? And notice that those individuals may start to separate. And what do I mean by separation? And this is what the whole meditation is going to be about. And then we're going to read the code. And after we read the code, I would like you to take a few minutes, a minute or two, to write down. And then we're going to write again after the end of the code, all right? Because this is about grieving what you have that you're going to let go of, and welcoming that new things that are coming forward. And you're going to find that a lot of things that have been right in front of you all along, but you never noticed. And it's like, oh my God, it's always been here. Or things that you have been reading or being heard or whatever, and all of a sudden you're going to hear it differently. You're going to see it differently. You're going to think it differently. And that's that separation taking place. And that's what's going to give you. So I'm going to give you a tool today. It's a meditation that I would recommend for you to use it as needed. It's a simple meditation, so nothing's complicated. Know that. Nothing that we've done is complicated. If somebody tells you it's complicated, run away, because it's not. It's just that we need to have the discipline and the self-love to do it. All right? So, any questions before we read the code? All right. So what I like to do right now is I like to read the code and talk a little bit more about it and give you a few seconds to write on it. I think you get adjusted what it is, okay? But the code number 9 is allow yourself to grieve, which is what you just talked about, the leaving of the ego, human ego, the self-consciousness behind. This is a new phase that you're coming forward, all right? Transcend and include the ego-human self-conscious phase of your evolution as your whole center, universal, ever-evolving phase emerges. And there's a lot of words, but bottom line is you are evolving. And the picture that I get is the phoenix. And sometimes you go into ashes to come back again. This is what we're doing today. You breaking down the old walls, the old self, and you're coming back up again as a new self. And as you break down your old self, the people that were there may not be there any longer, because you may not need those individuals any longer. So we're going to be grateful for them. That's the grieving part. And we're going to let them go. All right? And so that's sort of how we do it. Now, the other part here, there is a subtle self-selection process occurring that may separate you from those you love. Yet, the reward is that you are attracted to and are attracting those who are evolving. Through this resonance, you accelerate your own evolution, even while you feel regret and losing connection with those who no longer participate in their own evolution. So if, in other words, you may lose people, and you may feel bad about that a little bit, but you need to allow them to go, because everyone is on their own evolutionary path. It doesn't make them bad or good. It's just that they evolve at a different speed. And that's very true sometimes with our family members, all right? Because know that our family members are karmic, and a lot of them are here to teach us something. And they all volunteer, and as you continue to evolve consciously, you're going to recognize that, wow, she really taught me a lot. I'm very grateful for it, because you're looking at it from a different lens perspective. So with that in mind, I'd like you to take a few minutes to write down what this means to you, the letting go of the ego self, and what does that means to you in regards to separating and grieving emotions that you've been attached to for such a long time, that you recognize that they're no longer serving you. They may have helped you a lot to get to where you are. So now that all the things that sometimes we think of as negative may not have been negative, they have been just an opportunity for you to learn. And now moving forward, what is that going to look like for you? So just take a few minutes, and I'm going to play the balls to open the heart. So I'm going to play the heart ball specifically to allow to open the heart and bring out that compassion that you have within you. few more seconds to finish up. Know that you'll get another chance to go back. Please sit up straight. And we're going to start working, removing tension from the body before we go into the meditation that we just spoke about earlier. So we're going to kind of open up your body, okay? We're going to get rid of all the tension that you have been carrying. So please bring your hands on the side of your body, okay? Palms down. All of you have done this before, so just keep the hands down, but do not touch your mat. We're going to inhale, shoulders up to the ears, and we're going to exhale to the mat, and exhale out. Now we're going to inhale. You're going to tighten number 1 and number 2. And exhale. Inhale, tighten 1 and 2. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, hold it there. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let it go. Good. Move the shoulders around a little bit. Going to remove, the shoulders carry a lot of karmic patterns, okay? In the opposite direction. So we're going to remove all the stuff from your upper shoulders. You may still be holding on. And remember, we all have lots of stuff. Continuing with the shoulders, we're going to alternate the shoulders. We're going to inhale left shoulder up. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. And please try to keep your number 1 and number 2 tight. Inhale left, tight number 1 and number 2. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Keep it tight. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. One more time. Inhale left and exhale right. Now bring both shoulders up to the ears. Hold it there. Tight number 1 and number 2. Squeeze, 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 and release. Good. Let's move the shoulders around a little bit more.
Miss, what does that mean when you say that shoulders hold karmic patterns?
We'll answer that at the end.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. It's a good question, but write it down, okay? Now we're going to inhale up, shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Inhale up, shoulders back and down. Inhale up, shoulders back and down. One more time. Inhale up, shoulders back and down. We're going to rotate. Inhale up, shoulders forward and down. Inhale up, shoulders forward and down. Inhale up, shoulders forward and down. One more time. Inhale up, shoulders forward and down. Good. Let's move the shoulders again. And notice that they're going to become a little more supple. Good. Good. We continue with the shoulders. Bring the hands on top of the, and we're going to make big circles, okay? So inhale and exhale. So the shoulders, the heart, the intestines, the lungs. I mean, you're really, the upper part of your lungs are supporting pretty much all the prana that you bring into your body. Goes through the lungs. Inhale and exhale. Good. We're going to do it the opposite direction. Make the circles as wide as possible. You also lubricate in the joints, but that's just the first benefit. So just make it really wide. Good. Good. One more time. Excellent. Now come back to center. Now we're going to flap like a bird again. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale down, inhale, exhale, 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 inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Now take it, bring the hands, keep the hands on the shoulders, okay? The fingers on the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Hold it there. Squeeze everything. You know how to do that now? Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold, 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 hold. Exhale to the right. Bring the hands down. Good. let's move the shoulders a little bit and notice what's happening to you. Good. Slowly come back to center. We're gonna now open up the spine. So just bring your hands one on top of the other. We're gonna bring your chest forward, okay? So inhaling forward and look in front of you. You don't have to look up. This is for different purpose. So inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward, so you bring the shoulder blades together. You look in front of you, like keep your, look at the tip of the nose and exhale back. Inhale forward, looking at the tip of the nose and exhale back. And as you inhale forward, shoulder blades comes together. As you exhale back, shoulder blades separate. Inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward and exhale back. We're going to do it 2 more times. Inhale forward and exhale back. 1 more time. Inhale forward and exhale back. Slowly come back to center. Now bring the hands on top of the knees, palms down. We're going to rotate we're going to work on the hips. We're going to rotate the torso. So we're going to inhale forward. Now here, we're going to do it a little bit different. Take a deep inhale. Hold number 1 and number 2. And exhale through the mouth. Continue to hold tight number 1 and number 2. Exhale, 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 exhale. All the way to the center. Inhale again. Make sure you tight number 1 and number 2. And exhale. So you're using your own power within to remove all of the stagnation by tighten number 1 and number 2. Inhale forward. And exhale. So you're not letting any energy escape. All right, when you're not tight number 1 and number 2, inhale forward, the energy escapes down through your first chakra. Exhale as you go around, so you don't have enough power within you. Inhale forward, tight number 1 and number 2. Exhale. So the power within you is making you removing all that dissonance. Inhale forward, and exhale, and it's opening up your hips. Your hips holds a lot of anger. Inhale forward, a lot of resentment. Exhale as you go around. It also works on your kidneys. Inhale forward, and the kidneys holds a lot of fear. Exhale as you go around. So we're really removing all that negativity, all the stagnation that has kept you attached to certain things that do no longer serve you. Exhale as you go around, inhale forward, and exhale. So this is what we're doing. Inhaling forward, tight number 1 and number 2. Exhale as we go around. We're going to do it 2 more times. And again, you do it at your own pace. Inhaling forward, and exhale as you go around. I'm just your cheerleader here, making sure that you breathe. Inhaling forward, and exhale. And at the end of the second exhale, just come back to center. Again, we're going to wait for you, so just take your time. Make sure you do a full circle. Good. Now we're going to go the opposite direction again. Sit up straight, shoulder blades slightly together, opening up the heart, inhaling forward, and tighten number 1 and number 2, and exhale as you go around. And continue to keep the shoulder blades slightly together, okay? Inhaling forward, opening up the heart. So you opening up the heart. Everything you let go is with love. It's with gratefulness for being there. Inhaling forward for helping you grow and become who you are now. Right? So nothing was really good or bad. Remember the neutrality of yesterday. Inhaling forward. So as you go around. You just evolve into higher consciousness. Inhaling forward. So as you go around. Good. We're going to do it a few more times. Inhaling forward. Bring the prana in. Tight number 1 and number 2. Exhale out. Continue to tight number 1 and number 2. Allow the prana to move all the dissonance from your body, your lower part. Inhaling forward. So all the fear, all the anger, all the resentment is just let it go. Your kidneys hold it, your liver holds it, your stomach holds it. So we're moving all that out. Tighten number 1 and number 2 as you inhale. And so we're going to do it 2 more times at your own pace. We're going to meet at the center once you're done. Inhaling forward, tighten number 1 and number 2. And exhale as you go around. Remember to keep the shoulder blades slightly together, opening up the heart. Inhaling forward, and exhale as you go around. Everything we're doing is with love and compassion. And slowly come back to center. Good. Now take a deep inhale. Inflate the belly. Hold it. Tight number 1 and number 2. Squeeze, squeeze, hold, squeeze, hold, squeeze, hold, squeeze, and let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Continue to tighten number 1, number 2. Let it go, 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 let it go. Hold it. Let it go some more. Cool. Now take a deep inhale. Sustain the breath. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Bring the shoulder blades slightly together. Keep the heart open. Hold the breath there. When you're ready, slowly exhale through the nose. And at the end of the exhale, you're going to hold the breath. So when you exhale all the way out, you're going to hold the breath for a few more seconds. Do it at your own pace. And then come back to neutral. In other words, come back to your normal breath. Stay there for a few more seconds. Notice. Slowly open your eyes. And what we're going to do, we're going to come to our hands and knees. We're going to open up the spine. So please, if you need to bring something under your knees, we're going to be here for a little bit, not too long, but it will be long enough that if you have any problems with your knees, you'll feel it. But take care of yourself. If it's too long and your knees hurt, just either bring something else on your knees or just take a break and imagine that you're doing the pose, even if you're not physically doing it. So bring your knees hip width apart. Your arms parallel to each other, shoulder width apart. Press the top of the feet on the mat, please. There's some meridians that we're working on as well. And open up the fingers wide like a web fingers, and press the tip of the fingers onto the mat, working on the brain as well, okay? So you're gonna inhale up, you're gonna look up. Now, you're gonna do it a little bit different. You're gonna use the power within yourself to really help you clear. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Look up. Exhale to the nose. Bring the tailbone in. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine and bring the chin to the chest. Separate the shoulder blades as much as you possibly can. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. Inhaling up. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Inflate the belly. Bring the shoulder blades together. Hold it there for a few seconds. Exhale to the nose. Bring the tailbone in. Separate the shoulder blades. Chin to chest. Tighten number 1 and number 2. All the way down. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine. Inhaling up. Inflate the belly. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Bring the shoulder blades together. Exhaling down. Bring the tailbone in. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhaling up. Tighten number 1 and number 2, very important. Exhaling down. Separate the shoulder blades, chin to chest. Bring the belly button to the back of the spine. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Inhaling up. All your energetic centers are helping you clear, stay balanced. Exhaling down. All the way. Just notice the difference. Inhaling up. Inflate the belly. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Shoulder blades together. Exhaling down. Tailbone in, shoulder blades apart. Inhaling up. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Exhaling down. Keep tight, number 1 and number 2. Going to do it 2 more times. Inhaling up. Tighten, hold. Exhaling down. Chin to chest. Separate. Tighten number 1 and number 2. Belly button to the back of the spine. You're going to do it last time. Inhaling up. Inflate the stomach as much as possible. Hold the breath. Tighten number 1, number 2. Stay there for a few seconds. Exhale, and now as you start bringing yourself all the way to the back of your legs, bring the chin to the chest. Continue to tighten number 1 and number 2. Bring yourself all the way to the back of the legs. Once you're in the back of the legs, stretch your arms forward and bring the forehead onto the mat. Rest the elbows on the mat and press the palms of the hands together. If you cannot rest the elbows on the mat, try to bring your elbows on the mat first, then bring your head down. It's important to keep your elbows on the mat for this pose and press the palms together in prayer pose. Perfect. You guys doing it beautifully. Stay there. Take a deep inhale. And exhale through the nose. Stay there. Allow your body to integrate what we just did. We just open up all your energetic centers. We use your own energy to remove any blockages that they may still be holding them there. And we balance in those centers right now. As you bring your forehead onto the mat, you activate your pituitary pineal, the hypothalamus, as well as the ganglion centers at the bottom of the skull at the top of the spine. All those are your spiritual connections that are being activated. So stay there for a few more seconds. Literally, it changes your consciousness. Slowly press yourself up. And sit in the back of your legs for a second. Good. We won't be here too long, so don't worry about it. Take a deep inhale. Sustain the breath. Slowly exhale through the nose. And slowly, please stand up. It's going to allow your body to integrate what we just did before we sit down for the meditation. Okay, so we're going to move your hands and your fingers. This is the fun part. And now move your hips. Yeah, move the shoulders. And this is where all the stuff that we just loosen up, that may still be hanging in there. Guess what? Not for long. Good. Now, we're going to lift up our feet, so be careful. If you need to hold yourself onto the wall, please do so. And continue to move your fingers. Good. Now, bring the feet back down. Continue to move the shoulders. Get rid of all this tension that you may still be hanging on, all the fear in your hips. Good. Now, we're going to lift up the hands overhead, and you're going to continue to move your shoulders, your hips, your eyes. Look up. Your eyes are being activated. Your brain continues to be activated. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, the secret's in the breath. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring the hands down again. Continue to move for the last time. Inhale, exhale. The feet for the last time. Inhale, exhale. Continue to move the fingers down. Good. Now stand still. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. Feel the aliveness that you are. Take a deep inhale. Type number 1 and number 2. Hold the breath. 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 Exhale to the mouth. Good. Now take a deep inhale. Sustain the breath as much as you can. Sustain the breath. Allow this beautiful energy to penetrate, radiate, expand throughout your body, from head to toe. When you're ready, exhale through the nose slowly. And stay there. Feel the energy of your body being awakened, being transformed into the light. Bringing that crystalline self that you are to keep this neutrality that you have developed or are developing, and through that. The work that you're doing is immense. It's not just for you. Stay there for a few more seconds. Just feel that. Own it. It's your stuff. I'm not giving you anything. Feel the sound penetrate. Slowly open your eyes. How are we doing? Excellent. Please sit down. Sit down comfortably. We're going to go into our meditation. I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do. And then we're going to do it. Again, as we said before, do what you can. Everything that we're doing here, regardless of how you do it, because we're doing it in a group-centered aspect of it, you're all going to get the benefit of it, okay? So what we're going to do, we work on the heart. So you're going to activate your heart even further so that you're allowed to grieve with love and you're allowed to let go of those attachments with love, appreciation, and gratefulness for having had the opportunity to have those with you, being grateful that you did, and then letting them go with appreciation and joy. So that's a little bit different than what we have been conditioned to do. So what I'm going to, let me explain to you first, okay? What we're going to do, as we know, we have energy coming out of our hands and on our fingers, okay? So we're going to put your hands onto the top of the chest with those fingers. The finger should be like right here. We have our meridian of the heart. So the finger, the thumb, yeah, you guys got it. And we have here, okay? So this is how we go, and we're going to close our eyes and we're going to focus on the tip of the nose. Now, this is what the trick is going to be. We're going to, and I'll coach you and I'll tell you how I do it, and then you can do it that way. But we're going to inhale for the count of 5. So, and I just like do my fingers 5. You exhale for the count of 5. And you hold it for the count of 15. And so you use your fingers, okay, to count 15. And I'm going to be playing the ball throughout the time. And we're going to do it for a little bit. Won't tell you how long. It depends on the group energy, okay? But this is powerful. This is where you are owning your love and allow. This is the tool. This is the tool that we talked about. That you're going to allow your love within yourself, release all that doesn't longer serve you with love, appreciation, and enjoy. All right? So, okay, so let's set up and bring your hands, so rest your elbows on the body. You don't have to hold them this way. So just hold it, because the key here is keeping the fingers on your heart, okay? And you're going to keep your spine straight. You're going to tighten number 1 and number 2, and keep your focus on the tip of the nose. And we're going to start. So you're going to inhale for the count of 5. Exhale for the count of 5. And hold for the count of 15. exhale through the nose. Sustain the breath at the end. You're going to inhale again. Sustain the breath. Exhale again. Sustain the breath. Going to do it one more time. Inhale. Sustain the breath. Exhale. Sustain the breath. Slowly come back to your normal breath. You're going to bring your hands down and you're going to lay it on your mat, on your back. You're going to allow what we just did, to integrate throughout your body. If you want a blanket, please use a blanket. Your body's temperature will change, or it may already be changing. And what you're doing right now, you're integrating the activation that you just did. Your body is absorbing and metabolizing literally the level of activation from your heart. Focus on the tip of the nose as you lay down. And feel the sound penetrate your body. Slowly take a deep inhale and exhale to your mouth. And start to move your hands and feet, fingers and toes. Rotate your wrist and your ankles clockwise and counterclockwise. And start to move your head from side to side. Start to move your shoulders around. And slowly move the hips from side to side and up and down. This time, take a deep inhale, bring your arms overhead, and then stretch your legs in the opposite direction. And as you exhale, keep your arms up. You're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, stretch up and out, arms up, and legs in the opposite direction. And exhale, but keep the arms up. 1 more time, inhale. And this time, as you exhale, bring your knees to the chest and give yourself a hug. And hold yourself. Give yourself this beautiful hug. Love, compassion, and appreciation. Slowly turn yourself into one side. And stay there for a few seconds. Getting yourself reacquainted with who you are. As the love within awakens and continue to dissipate throughout your body. As the love within awakens your compassion, the joy, the peace, the harmony and prosperity that is your right and is within you. Take another deep inhale. And Massage your mouth. And then slowly press yourself up to sitting position. We stay there for a few seconds. And please grab your pen and journal or paper. On your paper, what it means now to you to grieve for things that you're letting go, and to bring that love within you out, radiating and letting go, and welcoming the new energy of you that you'll be attracting towards you. Seconds to write. Know that this meditation will be available to you, and you will be able to reconnect with it as many times as you need. As you please close the practice with the sound of Om. You're going to do it 3 times. So please flex your hand on top of the knees and top palms up and thumb and index together. And bring your tailbone in a little bit, shoulders up, back and down, and look at the tip of the nose. Okay, now we're going to inhale. You're going to hold the breath, tighten the sphincter in the pubic area, and we'll start. Inhale, tighten. Inhale, tighten. And stay there for a few seconds. Just notice. Take a deep inhale. Let's out your mouth. And slowly open your eyes. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you, Luz.
Thank you. Know that you had that with you, and use it. You'll get the video, if you will. And whenever something's bugging you that you can't manage it, use the meditation. Okay, it's powerful. It's a powerful meditation. It brings the love that you are, and you will see things differently as you continue to walk out into this world of ours. You will see things different, and things that used to bother you will no longer bother you. And the perspectives that you may have had in the past that may have been somewhat negative, you're going to see it different. And that's the beauty of it, because as you do that, you radiate that light out. You magnetize all the positive things into your life, and you transform those around you. That's freaking powerful. Know that. It really is. It's
Yeah.
a privilege to be able to know that what we're doing, and that we are part of changing the world. That's just not you. You're not, you are just an instrument.
Right.
But that you are radiating that, and that's what we're here for. So if you're wondering what's your purpose, think again, all right? So thank you all for coming, and have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
And I will see you in August.
Okay. This breathing thing at the end, that was very challenging.
It is.
I couldn't believe how challenging that was to stay engaged in that.
Yeah, because you breaking your own